Well, unfortunately, my voice is basically completely gone at this point.
Yeah.
So I normally only have two volumes, really loud and can't hear me.
Right.
And unfortunately, the really loud is actually really, really loud now. Okay. So anyway, but we're here with Rory and Anita, and they are with Rory's Story Cubes, the lovely little game with the packaging. And I met you at Nuremberg.
Nuremberg last year.
Yeah. And you had this great little idea, and I don't mean to be diminutive, but it's diminutive.
Yes.
I mean, it's small. And since then, you have, you've done very well.
It's been taken off really well. We've licensed it to GameRite in the US, and they're really happy with how it's doing over there. It's their big hit for Christmas this year. We have it licensed in the UK and Ireland, or distributed in the UK and Ireland, and we've just been talking to German and French distributors as well, and they're very keen to pick it up as well for next year. Yes.
Absolutely.
All right.
So
awesome. Well, it's always a nice thing because you go around. I travel a lot and I meet all these designers, and it's always like, nobody ever published it. But hey, it's great. It's great to see it actually happen.
I think it was just our pure stubbornness.
Yeah.
And an element of strategic thinking of licensing it to GameRite and then using that to leverage interest from the European distributors as well. So
cool.
Stubbornness is a big
part
of
of it. Okay, so we've got this lovely little box, and it comes with a slipcover and whatnot. It's for how many players?
As many. It just starts with one. And
okay, so one
any number can play.
Bajillions.
Yes.
Okay. And it's got this lovely little magnetized box, and it's very pretty. And I'm going to go ahead and let you explain it.
Okay. So let me just break it out here. So this is the European version of the packaging. GameRite have a slightly larger box. We decided to stick with the smaller one.
And we have 6 different languages on the box.
6 different languages on the back. Are these the rules?
No. Yes, the rules are 6 different languages.
So the rules are 4 lines.
Yes, it's very simple.
Very simple.
So
keep it simple, stupid.
The
got
challenge
these nice,
is actually
big, meaty dice, and they've got all kinds of different pictures and whatnot on them.
So what we have is 9 cubes with 54 images. So there are 54 unique images. So every time you roll it, you get one of over 10 million possible combinations.
Is that all?
That's all.
So, thusly the shirts.
Yes.
So
you roll the cubes, and the objective is to make up a story that starts with once upon a time and has to somehow link together all the images.
Okay.
Do you want to give it a go?
All right. Once upon a time, I saw a sheep.
Come on, you got to work it.
I suck at these games, all right? You put me on the spot. And so the sheep was dating a fish. And one day they came to a bridge in their relationship. And the sheep said to the fish, "Your hands are very cold, and I don't like them." And what is that? Oh, that's a torch. Yeah, okay. Oh, shit.
So it's not as easy as it seems. There's a nice challenge with it.
I'm not surprised. I'm really bad at once upon a time.
No, keep going.
So I'm walking through a forest and I see a door. That was me.
No, keep going.
Yeah, okay.
Your brain.
All right. So the fish and the sheep, they were dating, and so they broke up via text message.
Oh.
You see. And because the fish he's a cold fish and very heartless, and so the sheep had to stay up late at night watching the stars, and using his flashlight to write miserable, pathetic love letters to the cold fish. Okay, I finished strong, right?
Yeah.
All right.
The relationship was like a shooting star, and it was off like a flashlight.
Oh,
You're just romantic.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Monday morning quarterbacking from behind the camera. Anyway, go ahead.
But this is the whole. So there's a couple of things. One is, you both interpret the images differently. So no two people interpret the images the same way.
Yeah.
But also, like you were saying, you couldn't do it. Our brains think in patterns.
Yeah.
And we think visually, and we don't like to see something incomplete. So our brain actually once we roll the dice, our brain is trying to figure out if you're telling me there's a story in here, I got to figure out what it is, and it's about overcoming your own kind of uncertainty about it.
Cool.
So yeah, it's infinite stories. We have
only 10 million.
Yes, and then,
so this really doesn't have a lot of replayability.
No. You can play it in like 60 seconds, and then we have families who play it right through to 2 hours. We've got trainers buy it for organizational work, icebreakers.
Oh, okay, okay.
Pub games, like intergenerational games. Therapists buy it for use for their work. It's used in the classroom to help with literacy.
Yeah, I can totally get the classroom. This is a good education game. And so you mentioned that you have different versions. This is the European one, which means the plugs have the 2 prongs as opposed to the 3 prongs. Is that really what that means?
The iconography is universal that appears on it.
Oh, okay.
And you're free to interpret it how you choose. This is like what we call the classic set.
Okay.
So it's our first kind of release. And then we have the actions, which I think Anita is going to pull out here.
Trying to pull out, yes.
Yeah. The actions are only currently available in Europe as well.
Oh, so cards or something like that?
No, they're a new set of 9 new dice with 54 new images.
Yeah. Okay. Because you needed 20 million. Actually, it's not even 20 million. It's like a gajillion. Oh, these are nice, big, meaty. Oh, these are very different, aren't they?
So you can mix them together.
The artwork actually looks like.
Are they all being sold here?
They're out of stock.
Yeah, we're
waiting for new stock.
We're waiting for a shipment of 20,000 to come in from China.
I'm try to buy some.
We have a few here with us.
I'll buy whatever you guys let me buy.
And these almost look like Order of the Stick.
Yes,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. It came from whenever I would talk to people and I'm trying to explain concepts to them, I would draw these little figures and icons.
So these are yours?
Yeah.
Oh. So you design games and you're an artist?
To this extent.
Stick figures, I understand.
I'm good at doing icons. And we have a secret third set which I can show you off camera. So we've a new set that's due out probably Christmas next year.
And essentially each set would be playable by itself, but you could also mix and match and right?
They work so well if you mix in a few because you got these little characters with the icons immediately.
And what will happen is when you introduce new cubes, it starts to change the meanings of all the icons around it as well, because you come up with new interactions for them.
That's very cool.
Now the thing that might that upsets people here at Essen is that there's no competition.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, but I was going to be joshing you, and it's funny because it was Andrea Meyer who brought it up the other day about victory points.
Yes.
You know, a good, and I'm going to say party game because I think this is more of a party game.
Yeah.
A good party game should be so good that even if there are victory points, you forget about them by the end of it. And this has no victory points, and I'm okay with that because it's all about the fun anyway.
I like to play a game where you come away with stories to tell from it. Like I don't care if I lose tragically during the game, but if there's a good story to tell about that experience,
totally agree.
I'm happy with it.
Very cool. Well, it's Rory, and it's Rory's story cubes. Not that you're egotistical or anything. You named it after yourself.
It was as a child. People used to say to me, Rory, tell me a story, and it used to drive me nuts. I would go crazy. This is my revenge on the world. It's like, take that, world.
That's awesome. Oh, cool. Well, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Excellent. So we got to get into some more games before we have to go home.
Absolutely. Make sure you take that off.
Yes, we got.